In today's kickoff of the 43rd ASEAN Summit, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. took to the stage, sang the ASEAN theme, and joined hands in solidarity with all ASEAN leaders. Then in his turn on the podium, the president endorsed Timor-Leste's membership into the alliance, expressed support for the RCEP and development of the digital and creative economy, and continued backup for MSMEs. Our Alan Francisco has more in today's proceedings in Jakarta.
ASEAN leaders arrived one by one at the Jakarta Convention Center for the opening of the 43rd ASEAN Summit early today. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. was with First Lady Lisa Marcos. ASEAN Chair and Indonesian President Joko Widodo welcomed them warmly. This was followed by a meeting of Southeast Asian leaders, wherein the President said he supports Timor-Leste's full membership in the ASEAN. He said the Philippines will continue to help maintain ASEAN as a competitive and integrated regional economy. He mentioned the RCEP, or Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership.
We remain optimistic that RCEP will not only widen our options to increase production and ultimately strengthen supply chain resiliency, but also provide a new space for our economies to participate in the global value chain.
He also promoted the development of the digital and creative economy and MSME, or micro, small, and medium enterprises.
We must continue to prepare our people, especially the marginalized and the vulnerable, such as the women and the persons with disabilities in business, for the digital future. The citizens of ASEAN should reskill and upskill to maintain their leading roles in our economies.
Helping migrant workers was also an issue he raised. According to the President, the Philippines supports the implementation of the ASEAN guidelines on the care of migrant workers and their families. Likewise, he endorsed to operationalize the ASEAN leaders' declaration in combating trafficking in persons caused by abuse of technology. The chief executive also pushed the issue on climate change.
At the upcoming COP28, ASEAN must call on developed countries to heighten the implementation of their commitments that include climate finance, technology developments and transfer, capacity building, in order to drive ASEAN capabilities to prevent, mitigate, manage, and adapt to the impacts of climate change.
In achieving food security, according to the chief executive, we must work together to maximize the potential of the agriculture sector. At the same time, President Marcos announced the Philippines' readiness to host and chair the ASEAN 2026 Summit.
It is my pleasure to announce that the Philippines is ready to take the helm and chair of ASEAN in 2026. We will fortify the foundations of our community building and navigate ASEAN as it embarks on a new chapter. We will count on the support of fellow member states and continue to work with our partners to strengthen ASEAN centrality and to promote peace, security, stability, and prosperity in the region.
The President also thanked Indonesia and President Joko Widodo for his warm reception as this year's ASEAN chair.
Para pemimpin ASEAN yang saya hormati,
distinguished ASEAN leaders,
semua dari kita menyadari
all aware
besarnya tantangan
of the
dunia saat ini,
magnitude of current global challenges,
kunci utama untuk
where
menghadapinya
the main
adalah
key to address them
kesatuan
is
dan
ASEAN's
sentralitas
unity
ASEAN.
and centrality.
Arah ASEAN jelas,
ASEAN's objective is clear,
epicentrum of
to
growth.
become an epicentrum of growth.
Next year, it is Lao PDR's turn to chair the ASEAN Summit. Alan Francisco, for The Nation, Jakarta, Indonesia.